Is 1 week enough to make YouTube your career? The careers that humans desire the most are writer, pilot, entrepreneur, and YouTuber. If you dream about being a YouTuber, you likely value creative freedom, the ability to build your own audience, and to live the life of your dreams. Having grown up with the boom of YouTube and social media content, we've all seen people use this platform to transform their entire life. However, it's no secret that pursuing this career is like climbing a mountain, which can seem like a very off-putting task. Most people wouldn't climb a mountain without the right experience, preparation, resources, and motivation. But what if there was a way to test your dream life without committing to it full time? And what if all you needed was 1 week? I want to experience what it's like to have the life routine of a full-time content creator for a week. In order to do this, I will have to complete 7 challenges that creators consistently deal with. Creators usually overcome these challenges over a long period of time, but if I can do it in a week, I will have proven to myself that I'm fit to be a content creator. And to showcase what life could actually look like as a full-time content creator, I'm going to film these challenges in beautiful Mallorca. I am now in Mallorca. I just arrived. I feel a little bit nervous, but also super excited about this. This is going to be an amazing week, I think. This is not what I normally do. I'm normally a full-time freelancer, specializing in esports, and I would love to document my life more, and I figured a great way to do that is by giving myself a challenge like this and at the same time, testing out the full-time role of YouTube, at least for a week. I've checked into my hotel, unpacked, put some stuff to charge. I want to talk a little bit about the preparation that I've done ahead of this week. Actually, the first thing I did was come up with a title and thumbnail. Then I wrote the script together with some research. I actually put together a list of locations, which you can see right here. These locations are based on each day. What I still need to do tonight is just kind of look at if these options are still viable, if there are any better alternatives, and if I can fit these locations in time-wise. I've just been using Notion for this. I think Notion is a great planning tool. I actually also have another app on my phone called TickTick, which is an app where I do have all my to-do list stuff. So it is currently 6 p.m. Yeah, I still have some shopping to do. Let's get going and do that. Of course, you can just go out and shoot without a plan. That likely means you will make more mistakes, which means you will definitely learn a lot of things faster. But if you do want to take things seriously, and if you do want to, spend your time wisely and come back with something that you're hopefully proud to output, don't neglect the planning process. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about filming yourself, standing in front of the camera and also getting your settings right, which is funny because my settings are probably not correct right now. On YouTube, people want to connect with people, right? Of course, there are a million faceless channels and all that. When you can connect with the person in front of the camera, it's just a whole different experience. And if you can learn to be in front of the camera and still, get the right settings in place and still make it look good, then you're already miles ahead of a lot of people. Let's test some of this gear out today and see how it goes. My experience with filming myself has been kind of varying over the years. I actually started filming myself as some of the first video projects I ever did together with a friend of mine when we were just like 8 years old, I think. Okay, I'm now filming on the GH6 and I'm sure this actually looks pretty nice. If you look on the behind the scenes shot, this is like how close I have the camera to my face. I think it's pretty good, like pretty freaking wide. And I hope I'm in focus. I love wide angle, man. It's so nice to film on wide angle. It does get a little bit tiring for my hand after a while, but I guess that's just an indication that I need to go back to the gym. So there are some different ways to film yourself. Like you could either do the setup on the tripod, which is what I was doing earlier. If you want some more movement and some more dynamic shots, it's a lot better to walk around like this. You can probably notice that like you add some more speed and like some more realism, I guess, to the footage. And I think it's important to practice filming yourself, whether that's on your camera, on your phone, or on your action camera, you know. I think practice is what really makes perfect. And yeah, don't look into the screen, look at the lens. You know, of course you can use your camera for filming yourself. But technically, if you have a DJI mic, like I have on me right now, you could just fly up to yourself. I could technically vlog on this, you know, right? But this is probably gonna be a pretty cool shot though. Beautiful. I think what really matters is that you practice on whatever you have, because this is really a skill that you have to learn over time, you know, like you really have to spend a lot of time like filming yourself before you truly get comfortable with it. Yo! My iPhone just fell out, like right here, and it slipped down and it landed right there. And it's fine. I would say today was pretty successful. I successfully filmed myself without having an additional person with me. And that means, you know, I have the capability to do it, so that gives me some confidence. But the thing is, now I have to be able to do it around other people. And that, I believe, is the real challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so fucking nervous, I'm like already sweating. I feel like this is gonna be kind of awkward. Look at the view though, it's insane. Definitely getting looks, you know. I think this is actually like a lot of training right away. Oh my god, look at that guy. I just came up with an idea. Maybe if I put headphones in, it'll seem like I'm on phone call, you know, the whole time I do this. Yo, Liam, guess what I'm doing right now? I am right now walking on a beach, or next to a beach with a lot of people, and filming myself. This is practice, but if I were to do this like without the phone call, it would be a lot more awkward, you know? Dude, it's like literally like every single person you walk past is like staring. That's what this is like. I'm committing like mega public crimes right now. I'm like walking in public with a camera, with my phone on speaker. You're on speaker in the middle of the street right now.
Yeah, no. I call it back.
Sure, yeah, bye. I think he agreed as well that like he probably wouldn't do this, and I think not a lot of people would do this, but I'm still doing it. Definitely like an uncomfortable experience to do this in public. If you want to be a content creator, you have to get comfortable with doing this. Made it to my next location. First of all, thank you so much for agreeing to be on the video. Yeah. The first thing I want to ask is, what is your favorite thing about Mallorca?
The people, the beaches, the beach, la playa.
La playa.
La playa.
Yeah. Do you find it easy to talk to people here?
Yes.
Depends.
Bueno,
Depends?
yeah.
In Mallorca, the people is very cultural. It's not
Okay.
international.
Yes, international.
What is your advice for me if I want to talk with people here in Mallorca?
The people in Mallorca
It's very
extrovert.
yes.
Luckily, they actually helped me with breaking the ice. Hopefully now I can get going with this. So I'm gonna keep trying. Hello, excuse me.
Yes.
I'm filming a YouTube video. I'm challenging myself to talk with people that I don't know.
Yep.
Would you be down to be on an interview? Very fast interview?
Okay.
Yes?
I'll be shy, but okay.
Do you have any advice for me if I want to talk to more people like here?
I think what she's doing for everything in life, practice makes perfect.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the things that we really need to practice as well. What you're doing is perfectly fine. Just keep talking to people around.
He gave me great advice to just like keep trying, and that actually gives me such a confidence boost. It makes me really happy. I'm an introverted person, but I'm trying to like talk to strangers.
You have to go to them and to be like you are.
Okay, just keep doing the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, it's very hard because I'm nervous, but I'm trying.
No, you have to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. It's still very difficult to do this, I'm not gonna lie. People are telling me the same thing, that I just need to keep doing it. I have time for a few more. So, what is your favorite thing about Mallorca?
The beach and the cathedral.
This one? Yes. Okay, perfect. If I want to talk to more people here, what is your advice for me?
Sympathetic
Oh, like,
and happy.
yeah, just approach people, right?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, excuse me, you speak English? No. No, okay, no problem, thank you. Hello, you speak English?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I'm definitely more often introvert. I come more from the north or the Central Europe. And I must say that these countries, Italians and Spanish people, they are very easy to talk to, and it's a pleasure.
Perfect, yes, I agree. Do you have any advice for me if I want to talk with more people?
Try to think about some shared topic. If the person wants, it will develop into much more detailed conversation.
Yeah, okay, that's great advice.
try.
All right, that was great. Perfect. Honestly, everyone I spoke to were super friendly and they were open to being like on the camera. Now we're at the end of the day and I'm kind of comfortably walking around filming myself in public. And if that's not proof that practice really helps, then I don't know what is. I'm gonna be going to 2 locations and I only have a couple of hours to film a B-roll sequence for the intro of this video. I just sat in the car and flew the drone. The nerves I had while doing this, but I'm so happy I did it and I think it really paid off. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. And if you did, so one example of things not going the way you expected them to, I just arrived to Gorg Blau, which is, you know, the location where I'm gonna be filming this B-roll sequence, or so I thought. But actually this place does not really have anywhere for me to like walk up and film a B-roll sequence. So actually what I'm gonna do is just use the next location to do that. And I'm gonna try to get my FPV drone footage right here. Even though I do need to be moving on to the next location very soon, I also know that I'm not gonna get back to this place. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to get some last drone shots real fast. And then we're gonna head out. This is gonna look epic, I think, when I reveal the mountain on the right. Now we go towards it and we tilt up to show the fucking scale of the thing. Like this. We need more drama, more dramatic. Cine mode. Yes! That is going in the fucking video right there. Epic. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's head to the next location. I thought I just arrived to my second location. I am actually 20 minutes away. So yeah, now I have to hurry down this dodgy road to get there before it gets dark. When I get there, I'm probably gonna have like less than 20 minutes of sunlight left. So yeah, if anything, that is going to show what it's like when you work with limited resources. In this instance, time. I'm stressed as f*** right now. I think this means that only residents that are going by bus or something can enter. I still have about a 3-minute drive or 16-minute walk to get to my location. Yeah, this location is absolutely insane. Okay, so I'm gonna start filming now. This is definitely a good time to come here because not a lot of people are here. Okay, time to go to the next place. I am so fucking stressed. I wish I had another person to help me film this. It makes things so much easier right now. I'm here and I still have some daylight, so I'm gonna try to shoot the rest of this sequence over here. Maybe if I'm lucky, I even have some time to fly FPV drone again. Should be able to put the GoPro in the water, right? Kind of like this. Like the opening there. Yeah, that's gonna look cool, I think. Pretty sure I just got water in my shoe. Got that. Let's go back for the camera. This is what I'm crossing right now. Just to go get my camera. Oh my God. All of this for a few seconds of B-roll. The creative process, you know? This is what it actually looks like. I really don't want to fall while holding this. I'm a little bit scared because my camera is actually not really attached to the plate properly. Anyway, I'm stressed as fuck. This is when I arrive. I had to improvise with the second location, which is where I am now. So I basically just created an all-new shot list for this location. I actually do suggest making yourself the client and giving yourself some deadlines with your own project, because it will actually make you more creative. Might do one more drone flight here. Just a cheeky one because of golden hour. Fucking mosquitoes. Oh no, there's so many mosquitoes. I need to get out of here. Yeah, let's go back. I actually completely understand now why taking any camera you have access to in the moment is the best option. I don't have time to like rig stuff up. I've been trying to do that for the last few days. It's great when it works, but it's also very time consuming and sometimes you end up missing things. I definitely understand after putting myself in these creators' shoes what it actually takes to complete a day like this. But I would say in order to fully learn from other creators, sometimes you have to network with them. And that is what we're gonna do tomorrow. now what I should do is probably treat myself after stressing myself out, since I think that is also something important to do as a content creator. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to the hotel spa. I'm on my way to the most northern point in Mallorca to craft my thumbnail image for this video. I'm actually supposed to be networking with people today. I began posting on Facebook groups for Mallorca with creators looking for someone to collaborate with, but unfortunately I didn't have any luck with, finding someone to collaborate with today. And therefore I'm just gonna have to go full on rogue and try to find someone to network with when I get there. Hello, would you guys mind helping me take a photo? I'm making a YouTube video and I want to take a thumbnail image for YouTube.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes.
I lived here all my life.
Oh wow.
She's from Colombia.
Oh wow. What is it like living here? It must be super cool.
Yeah, very nice.
I guess we can take some different angles, but I will get the settings right here.
We are seeing more people.
Oh yeah, the goat. The goat wants to help. Yeah, I saw goats yesterday. I went to the Gorgblau.
Gorgblau.
Yes.
The river.
Yes, they have a lot of goats right there. Yeah.
If you want to go, there's many people they go with the drone too.
Yeah, I was trying to network with people. I posted on the Facebook groups, but I didn't really get anyone to reply. When you work with others, it's a whole different experience, So.
Yeah. She's better with the camera, with the picture.
So basically the focus is already done, so you just have to press the button.
Está todo hecho. Only press the button.
Okay.
Yes.
Vale, está todo preparado.
Yeah, just take a lot because I will do a different. Yeah. Okay, great. Let me also switch. I'm gonna sit on the other side, but still the same photo. Okay, great. Let me take a look. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Maybe try to put me like this. So I'm this big,
Vale, que sea más grande.
Yeah.
With the zoom, no?
Yeah. Yes, like this.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, right there.
Okay.
Yes, this is the photo. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, let me have a look. Yes, this is great. This is great. Yes. This is perfect.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well done.
Wow, what an amazing experience. They were super helpful and they just immediately said yes, and I think that shows once again that you really can just network with people and get them to help you out with what you have going on. So that was amazing. That was super cool. I definitely want to say a massive thank you. I set out today to, try to network with another creator, and actually one of them were a photographer, and she actually takes some photos, so that was really cool. I'm super happy that I was able to complete today, despite first of all getting started late, second of all not having someone to go to the location with, and third of all I wasn't again very confident. So today I kind of forced myself to be social again, and now it's time to go from being social to being antisocial. I think, especially for content creators, deep focus is very important because a lot of the tasks that we have to do are very deep focus requiring. They are usually large tasks that you could see as moving mountains. And if you have to move mountains, you obviously need some real deep focus in order to get that done. And therefore, that's why I'm dedicating today to deep focus. So today I'm gonna be sorting my footage. I'm gonna be sitting here for a couple of hours to just go through the last 5 days of material and hopefully try to figure out which folders to put what footage into. I truly recommend just choosing a location where you want to be sitting, where you can, you know, just enjoy sitting there while you're doing the thing that might be a little bit hard to complete. And obviously it's also really easy to get distracted, especially if you have like a phone and an Apple Watch. So what I like to do is actually just leave this in another room. I've basically just set everything to focus mode right now and like do not disturb. Then I actually also have one more thing that typically helps me, which is this cube. This is a tick time cube, which essentially has a bunch of different numbers on it, depending on how much of a timer you want to set. I typically like to use the Pomodoro method. Every 25 minutes, I take a 5-minute break, go do something else, and then come back and, you know, continue my deep work session. Let's get started. Okay, so I just finished my deep work session of the morning. I would say it went pretty well. I had to do an interruption for a client meeting in the middle, but I still made some good progress, and I also took a nap in the middle of the day. So now I'm actually going to treat myself to a nice lunch. I am looking forward to completing all of the footage sorting when I'm in the restaurant this afternoon. Then I will have successfully completed that one large task in the span of a few hours. So that will feel great. When you're sitting among other people that are also doing work, it automatically gives you like a productivity boost, I would say. And even if people are there just to have a coffee, at least you know that you're kind of being watched. I would say it gives you some level of accountability, and therefore I like to do some co-working once a week normally, and I like to sit in places where people probably watch me while I work. If you would like to know more about deep focus, then please leave a comment about it, and I might make a video on that in the future. Okay, so I just had a pretty successful afternoon. I sorted all of my footage, and I've also been editing a reel. And if you want to see that, you can go on my Instagram and check it out. The challenge of today is completed. I successfully did my deep focus tasks. Tomorrow, it's time for the final step. Let's see how that goes. I had some car troubles. I had to wait 2 hours to get help before I could get the car started. I kind of missed the sunset. Now it's blue hour. It's gonna get dark very soon. So I have to hurry up and set up my stuff and film the ending of this video. Oh my God. What a journey. I don't know if you can see, but I have like dirt on my jeans and also like some scratch marks. I'm even bleeding here on my forearm. When I arrived here and I tried to walk down, it's so dark by now. I slid down. I almost got like broken glass inserted into my arm. The rental car did not want to start, and I had to wait 2 hours for the assistance to arrive. I think this car is gonna do everything I need it to. Hopefully I don't jinx anything by saying that. This week, if anything, has shown that like things probably will not go as planned. Basically, I need to answer, is it sustainable for me to work like this? What did this week feel like for me? It has been overwhelming at times. It's been scary, it's been amazing, it's been a lot of emotions all at once. I'm glad to be sitting here at the end of the week and having completed everything that I said I would do. So I do definitely feel proud of myself for doing that and for being here right now and being able to feel that. I also want to reflect on what I learned this week, and especially what did I learn about myself. I would say because this was the first time that I truly embraced being a content creator like this. Again, it was quite overwhelming, but I also saw that, wow, I'm like really capable of doing so many different things, you know? Seeing that was kind of like proof to myself, and it boosted my confidence. So I've kind of learned that I'm probably capable of more than I might expect. And I feel like this is something that you probably relate to. Like when you challenge yourself to do something, then you actually do it, it boosts your confidence, right? Did this experiment meet my expectations? I think to some degree yes, and to some degree no. I expected that this was going to be difficult, and it was. I did not expect how difficult it was going to be. When I was planning this trip and when I thought everything through, everything seemed very like realistic to me, but actually doing these challenges in person was different to how I imagined it. It was actually way harder than I thought. For example, mustering up the courage to speak with strangers and ask them to be on camera, and filming myself in public, stressing out about my equipment, stressing out about capturing things in time. Yeah, it was all more difficult than I expected. Like, obviously as a freelancer, I've experienced pretty much all of these things to some degree. But now when I'm the client and I did this all for myself, it was a difficult week, for sure. It was real difficult. I underestimated how much time I needed with every small bit of the process. Like, for example, when I was filming my B-roll sequence in different locations, I noticed that I definitely could have used more, better planning and more time. Things got super stressful. To be honest, it wasn't sustainable. Like, if I were to do that every day, it wouldn't be sustainable. Like, it would be exhausting. Even getting started for me every day was kind of slow. Like, I definitely felt tired from the day before, so maybe I packed too many things into the same day. This trip also involved a lot of driving, a lot of figuring out parking and stuff. Maybe if I would have spent a little bit more time on that planning as well, it could have helped. I'm getting killed by mosquitoes right now. If there's anything I could improve on that front, I would say the planning in general. So what is the final verdict then? Am I ready for full-time content creation? Based on what I've seen this week, I'm definitely confident in my ability to perform all of these actions. However, I'm not too confident right now about my efficiency with all these tasks. Perhaps if I did do this stuff more often, I would be more efficient with everything. And then I would say this is a lot more sustainable. But yeah, no. Actually, I don't think I'm ready for it. I think I'm on the path. I think I need better routines and better training in order for this to be sustainable. So if I just were to make more videos, I think naturally I would feel more ready to do this full time. I'm very passionate about helping people take action with the content creation. I've met so many people over the years that have said that they want to pursue this. Wanting to pursue it is one thing, but not taking any action on it, that basically guarantees that it is never going to happen. And that is also why I wanted to challenge myself to do a trip like this, because I know that it forces me to take action, it forces me to get out of my comfort zone, and it forces me to prove to you that if you actually want this, you have to take some action and make some progress. If there are any videos that I can make that would help you take action, please do let me know in the comments, because I would love to take a look at that. So honestly, if you do dream about being a content creator in the future, I do actually challenge you to try this for yourself. Like, copy what I've just done, book a trip, or even do it in your home country. Like, just take a week and challenge yourself to embrace the content creation life for a week. Put yourself outside your comfort zone and watch yourself transform and actually get closer to this goal. In case you still don't feel ready, click here to watch my video on what to do when you don't feel ready yet. I appreciate you for watching all the way to the end. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, I need to get out of here because I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes and I still am bleeding.